Hello friends, this is Amy. Welcome to my channel. We've got some fun things today and we're doing some trash to treasure. This is one of those little cheese jars that you can buy, and I'm just going to clean off the oils with the rubbing alcohol and make sure that's good and dry before you apply any paint, and just getting out my Waverly white chalk paint. And I did find out from another subscriber, another YouTube gal, she uses a sealant in between coats. And so I will show you what I'm going to do and taking her advice. And the reason doing this, so it doesn't chip off. And then going to use my stencils that I really love. And it's got the sticky side to it, and so apply that down. And the directions on this stencil is you would just use it like a stencil brush and then do circular motions to add the color into the stencil. And I was thinking in previous videos that you had to drag it across. But this actually worked pretty good too. And just so you know, there is that silk screen in there, so you really kind of have to work it in. And so when I am doing this, I'll pull it up later and you'll see it didn't quite get it all. So here I am pulling it up, and that one wing didn't even get covered. So then the fun thing is you can just put it right back down and keep going. Not hard at all. Now here's that crystal clear enamel. It's a spray coating, and that's what I was telling you about, so it doesn't chip. So once that was dry, I decided to put a bow on it and call it good. Black and white cuteness, farmhouse fun. I've been dying to use this jar and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, and this is what I came up with. For an added little bonus, you could put something on the top for like a little handle. Would that not be cute with just like a crystal little knob or something like that? That'd be so cute. And maybe I'll do that yet. Loving it. Well, let's keep going. I've got more fun things. DIY number 2. This one I love, love, love. Now, I got this quite a while ago. Hobby Lobby, check out their clearance. This one happened to be 90% off. I wasn't in love with the whale, but I love the 3 panels. And I've kept this and just waiting to see what to do with it. So I am just going to sand it down. And I got my Dixie Belle paint out, and this one's called Barn Red. I haven't used this at all. It was brand new. You can see I've still got the seal on it. And I believe I ended up covering it with 3 coats because I wanted nothing to show through that barn red paint. Now you can't just leave it quite just red, so I got a little bit of black paint, and I'm just going to distress it a little bit with some black paint. Go over it with your dry brush, back and forth, and it will find that color in there and put it on. Now, if you wanted to, you could also just sand this a little bit too, but I opted not to do that. And I went to my Cricut and I just kind of Googled, cute chicken sayings. And I found this one, cut it out with my Cricut with some white vinyl and just putting this down. Now I've got some fun, exciting news. My husband and I have decided I'm going to have a little storefront in my home, and it's going to be called the Red Barn. So for those of you that don't live near me, I will be having a website, and you can certainly check that out. I also make handmade soap, and so that'll be my main thing that I'll be selling, but crafts and all kinds of things. It's going to be fun. This is my plan to be open in the fall, and so I will keep you all posted as to when that is open. I am so excited. I want to use this sign in my store. So when you're putting these on, you just want to make sure things are centered. It's always nice if you've got a little ruler on hand, or just something to kind of measure, so you're pretty much centered on the inside of the board and on the top and the bottom of each board. And there's the name of the new store, the Hen House. Isn't that cute? I've got a neat area in my house that will be perfect because it'll be a separate area from our living quarters. And make sure you put something to clear coat it. I did that enamel again. I went outside and sprayed it a couple times. And here it is. I love it. And you can see how nice and shiny it is. It'll make it durable and last for a long, long time. I love how this one turned out. How about you? Let's keep going. We've got one more. DIY number 3. This one turned out so cute too. These little jars are those little mini jars. You can pick them up at Michael's I've seen them for 99 cents. And so I've got 3 of them here. We're going to put those lids aside for another project. And again, we're going to clean that glass up really good so our paint sticks. And I'm not showing it, but I did the same technique with that enamel coating in between coats. She would say to put down your paint, do your enamel spray, and then put more paint on. And that is the process I went with these. And it does work. It seemed like it worked better. When I did the first coat and then I brought these outside, already just moving them to get the coating of the enamel spray, it kind of chipped them. I was like, boy, this stuff with glass is kind of tricky. And so it was actually pretty nice that there's a technique that you can actually get things to last better. So I've got my jars set aside and drying, and I've got these little boards that I picked up from Dollar Tree. And if I ever see them again, I'm going to buy them because it was, obviously at the time it was $1, and I think I got 5 of these little boards. And so I'm just going to take and stain this with our vintage or antique wax. And I did both sides and the edges. And this is just, I'm cleaning it off so there's nothing left on it. It actually does a pretty nice job of staining any board, and then you're not dealing with things that are smelly or you need something to clean it up with. It's easy with the water. And then I'm just doing a little hot glue in between each jar just so they don't move around. And if you wanted to use the 2 kinds of glues, like your hot glue with your instant hold and like your white glue for your long-term hold, that would be very appropriate to do. I was just trying to get things done, and I probably won't move it around that much, so it should be fine. And then I'm just wrapping around. I've got this twine. It is not real thick, so I ended up going it around 3 times just to make it look real cute. At first I was going to put like a ribbon on it, but I couldn't decide which kind of ribbon I wanted to use. I'm kind of glad I went with the twine. So once you've got that twine, then it really said, maybe some beads. We've got to make this farmhouse, you know. Get those beads strung up on there. Didn't do anything with them, made them, left them in their natural color. And then we're just going to tie a knot and a tassel at the bottom. Now what I love about these is they're just those mini jars. I mean, I've seen people use like the regular jars and those are cute too, but these are mini and it's just, I love them. They're just so cute. And those lids, what am I going to do with those lids? I'll just keep them because I might have something for them one of these days. So now we got the jars done. They're really cute. I'm ready to go with some flowers. And lately I've been just picking out these bouquet flowers. Like I'll get one that has all these different flowers in them. This is one of those that way I know it blends together and it just looks great. What do you guys think? I love how it turned out. Oh, that kernel mustard, that's so cute, or whatever it is. I don't know. They're just, it's so pretty and spring-like. Well, thank you again, my friends. I really appreciate you. And stay tuned for the next video coming up. Please like my channel and this video, and it'll continue to grow. And I very much appreciate that. Have a good week. Okay, bye-bye.